So I'm Jean Charles Gaudechon and I'm running the studio for CCP Games that made Gunjack in Shanghai.
So what were your goals while heading into this mobile VR game?
Well, I mean, first was to kind of really see what it was all about. You know, it was basically kind of getting a sense of how far we could push it. We could push the whole Gear VR platform, you know, on a game that graphically, in terms of gameplay and depth and stuff, we could see how far we could go, basically.
What did virtual reality open up creatively?
A huge new world. I mean, of course, the difference between, you know, being, I don't know, 10 feet away from a TV or your head in the TV changes things a little bit, or PC for that matter, not that far, but yeah, I mean, for us, putting you in the middle of the action changed completely the way, you know, we would approach the whole thing, the way we approach the way you design the game, the way, you know, you display information to the user. Just, yeah, I mean, and huge impact on how we make games, absolutely.
How do you take advantage of the VR in the gameplay experience?
Well, I mean, Gunjack is a good old arcade game. So the idea for us was to say, okay, it's going to be a nod at the Galaga of the world and some really cool stuff. Kind of meeting Eve in the middle. Eve is an amazing universe, you know, kind of a space universe. So we could do a lot of things, kind of, you know, pattern recognition and stuff coming at you from kind of all direction. So of course, like kind of applying even the same logic in the whole 360 world changed things completely.
Can you talk about the story and setting for this game?
So basically, the story is a lot bigger because it's the Eve universe again. But it was kind of a bit of a brand new take on the Eve universe, a lot more blue color. So Eve is about immortals, you know, flying amazing ships and stuff. In that case, you're a lot more mortal. You're called 8 because basically you're a number. You're running one of the Gunjacks, which is these turrets, which are there to defend a kind of mining platform, mining barge, you know, in deep space, where you're basically working for ore, a mining facility. So that's basically yeah, a lot more kind of blue collar approach to Eve.
How do you feel you're pushing forward or pushing things forward with this title?
Graphics, clearly. I mean, we pushed a lot on the visuals. We just wanted to see how far kind of a mobile platform could push on the visuals. I mean, there's a lot of really good mobile games out there. Did they really push from a graphic standpoint? I mean, that's not really that important, but still for them, for us it was. You know, in terms of immersion, in terms of presence, being in the middle of that action, you can't really cheat on the graphics. You got to really go as far as you can. That was our take, and of course, gameplay, immersion, audio. Audio is incredibly important, a lot more than. And everyone would always say, you know, that love visuals and audio, that guys, music, audio, etc., voiceover. It may be kind of the first game on Gear VR that have voiceover at the moment, probably, and that was really important for us to push kind of all these fronts.
How has your past building experience 3D worlds helped with this VR exploration?
I mean, yeah, it helped, like, you know, kind of the experience of making games from before and kind of see how, you know, the media would meet from kind of, you know, that, again, that metaverse, that 360 world that we put you into. Playing is a lot different than watching a movie. Actually, watching a movie is great. Did that coming in a plane, you know, so that's the cool thing, you're in a plane and watching a movie. The big difference for us is the interaction. And something we talked about during Oculus Connect 2 was, you know, the presence again, and how we don't pull you out of being in there, being in that zone, and because when there's interaction, it's every, you know, I always mention that it's like in a movie where you'd see the mic kind of in the frame, and you're like, oh yeah, that's a movie, and that pulls you out completely of the thing, right, of the kind of suspension of disbelief you're trying to get going. That's our job in gaming, looking at all the interaction stuff when you have to do things and you're like, oh, how does that work again? And then you're like, oh damn, we lost him on that one.